GTLA, downtown Los Angeles, plays host to one of the auto industry's main events, the LA Auto Show. For the 24 million car lovers who call Southern California home, and with 60 new car debuts, LA is the first major stop this auto show season. Over the next hour, we'll show you the latest cars, trucks, SUVs, and concepts making their debut in LA. So sit back, buckle up, and hang on, as Fox Sports takes you on a ride around the LA Auto Show like you've never seen. Welcome to the LA Auto Show. Hello everybody, I'm Tor Dietrich. Well, they refer to this as a green show. Why? Well, gas is a whopping $4 to $5 a gallon here. So there's more than interest in alternative fuels. For many, it's a necessity. And this year, LA has more electric and hybrid debuts than ever, as automakers retool for their future. And speaking of the future, there might be no better place to start than right here at Ford, where they're debuting their all-new Mach Ii. It's not your typical Mustang muscle car. It's a high-performance, all-electric SUV. But look carefully and you'll see Mustang all over its design. Just look how they use the two-tone to highlight the silhouette for that fastback look. Up front, we have the familiar pony emblem and a long hood in a Mustang-like mold. Out back, how about the signature taillights? But that might be where the similarities end. The all-electric Mach Ii has an interior look like no other Ford, anchored by a 15.5-inch display with an actual knob for volume control. It's powered by Ford's latest Sync 4 software. In fact, your iPhone now charges on the charging mat and connects to CarPlay wirelessly. And how about this? A B&O sound system highlighted by a fabric-wrapped soundbar across the dash. Now I'm 6'2", there's plenty of room in the back for me. Ford says 60 cubic feet of room behind the front seats. And get this, the Mach Ii comes with a frunk, close up to 5 cubic feet of space which can be used as an ice chest. It even has a drain plug. Performance comes in a few variants, most notably the GT with all-wheel drive.
Behind me you have the Mustang Mach Ii. This happens to be the GT version. We're talking over 600 foot-pounds of torque, over 450 horsepower. As Bill Ford said, it goes like hell. Mid-threes, 0 to 60. Incredible handling in snow and ice. And with the GT, it's our performance all-wheel drive. So we have a motor in between the rear wheels and then another motor between the front wheels. Range resonates with people in 100-mile increments. So for us, it was important to have a 300-mile offering.
Now obviously no Mustang has ever come in all-wheel drive, but the performance guys tell me that this Mustang, well, it'll put a smile on your face just like all the others. Now with more fun, here's Nick.
Now you can't imagine Hollywood without flashy cars. Well, here automakers bring their best to LA. When money is no object, there is very little you can't do to make your products stand out. Lexus have expanded their flagship LC family. The two-door sports coupe will now be joined by a convertible. The LC 500 convertible has been engineered to provide the same high-performance handling as the coupe. Speed comes from a 471 horsepower naturally aspirated 5-liter V8 engine with a direct shift 10-speed automatic transmission. On the inside you'll find the same support for Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and Amazon Alexa. And in case you were wondering, the convertible opens in about 15 seconds. Now the BMW M8 Grand Coupe is making its world debut here at LA. Let's take a look. The luxury sport coupe is available in both a 600 horsepower M8 and a 617 horsepower M8 competition trim, delivering near supercar levels of performance on a platform that is 9.1 inches longer and 1.4 inches wider than the standard 8 Series coupe.
With this, it's our latest in the iDrive operating system. We have a 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster combined with a 10.25-inch center display. It gives you all the information that you need as you're driving.
With 0 to 60 acceleration in just 3 seconds flat for the competition model and a top speed of 190 miles an hour, the new M8 Grand Coupe blends power and agility with luxury and exclusivity in a package that begs to be shared with others. Now, the BMW M8 Grand Coupe is one of the most luxurious performance cars that BMW has ever produced. Mike Caudill is here with some more sports cars on the floor of the LA show.
Well, thanks, Nick. Yeah, performance and luxury, they go hand in hand, but every now and then, you want all-out grip performance. Case in point, for 66 years, the Corvette Stingray is the epitome of all-out performance, and this vehicle right here showcases what it's all about. The 2020 Stingray has demolished old assumptions about American performance cars. Chevy moved the engine to the middle of the car like a European supercar, but they left no doubt. This is one supercar that could only be made in America.
Making the traditional front-engine Corvette into a mid-engine configuration was necessary in order to improve power and performance. Despite the fact that the car is entirely different, entirely redesigned, it's still Corvette.
The new Corvette features a 6.2-liter naturally aspirated V8 engine. That means no turbos, no superchargers. That engine is paired with an 8-speed dual-clutch transaxle mounted directly behind the engine and driving the rear wheels. What you need to know is this: the 2020 Stingray is the most powerful entry-level Corvette ever made, and at a starting price of $59,995, this car delivers European supercar performance at a fraction of the price. Porsche is synonymous with being a sports car. This is the all-new 2020 Porsche 718 Cayman GT4. It's a great example. Well, let me tell you why. Under the hood is a 4-liter 6-cylinder motor pushing out 414 horsepower. Its 0 to 60 time is 4.2 seconds with a top speed of 188 miles per hour. The Cayman GT4 does not offer an automatic transmission option. If you want to drive this car, you've got to be able to master the 6-speed manual gearbox. Like all the 718 models, this Cayman places the engine in the middle of the car for perfect weight balance. The racing-inspired wing at the back works with the overall body design to deliver perfect handling at any speed. The 2020 Porsche 718 Cayman GT4 starts at $99,200 and is available at dealerships nationwide.
When we come back, Alfa Romeo brings a hot new Italian stateside, while Nick has more shocking electrics. And Mike shows us fun things to do and see at your auto show when it comes into town. That and more as Fox Sports presents the LA Auto Show. And welcome back. Well, concept cars are often used to show you the future for a brand. Is that true for Acura? This is the Type S, and here to tell us more about it is Matt Sloster from Acura. So Matt, what are we looking at here?
This is the Type S concept, and we really built this thing to celebrate the return of Type S performance variants to the Acura lineup after more than 10 years away.
So are we going to see this car on the road?
There will be 2 Type S performance variants from Acura in the next 2 years, and this concept is specifically going to heavily influence the character of the upcoming second generation Acura TLX sedan. Headlight is one way to make your car really stand out on the road. This is our next generation chicane DRL design.
And are there some characteristics that are found on the Type S that we might find on other Acura vehicles?
Well, when you look at this car, it's wide, it's low, it's menacing, and that's the character we wanted to infuse into all of our future cars. So absolutely, you're going to see this character across the lineup.
Well, there you go, the Acura Type S concept. I look forward to seeing the real deal when it comes available.
The future of the auto industry really lies within the new powertrains that are going to be coming to market. Well, case in point, I'm going to show you 2 significant electric and hybrid vehicles, starting with this one right here. It's the all-new 2021 Toyota RAV4 Prime plug-in vehicle. You'll get 40 miles of pure electricity, but under the hood, it also counts. This thing's actually the fastest car in the lineup next to the Toyota Supra with 302 horsepower and a 0 to 60 time of sub 6 seconds.
We've seen that the mid-size SUV market's really taken off. This new RAV4 is a very aggressive design with this great two-tone paint scheme. We have a first for the new RAV4, and that includes a heads-up display, also a 9-inch multimedia touchscreen. We've seen huge success in the current hybrid RAV4. We decided to take it to the next level and turn this into a RAV4 Hybrid Prime. And that's part of an introduction into the future portfolio, which is more hybridized vehicles and increasing the electrification of our overall portfolio.
With electric and hybrid powertrains still being relatively new in the marketplace, Toyota believes so strongly in this new plug-in powertrain that they're giving you a 10-year, 150,000-mile warranty to go with this vehicle. Hyundai is showcasing some electrical advancements for its Ioniq. They're taking the range from 124 up to 170 miles of range. Add in a fast charger, and you can get this baby charged up to 80% in less than an hour.
It ties with the Tesla Model 3 as the most efficient vehicle available in North America at 133 mpge. We've freshened up the whole front and rear view of the car with new grills, new lamps, new bumper design to give it a much fresher look, both front and rear. One of the biggest things that we did with the vehicle was we changed the instrument panel design. We pushed the instrument panel way down. We went to a tablet-style presentation for the center stack, and now the interior has a much more spacious and open feeling to it. Really a welcoming change to the car.
The Hyundai Ioniq, electric and Ioniq hybrids are hybrids you can buy in dealerships right now.
We have indications of future electric cars on the floor here of the LA International Auto Show. Both VW and Hyundai are showing off what their design departments have been working on. This is the Hyundai Vision T concept, showing what a future plug-in hybrid SUV might look like. Vision T revolves around the concept of dynamism, and Hyundai say that it aspires to be on the cutting edge of SUV design. Hyundai adds this is their vision for the new urban adventurer. Now the Vision T's side profile conveys an image of speed and forward motion. In contrast to prevailing compact SUV designs, Vision T uses crisp geometric angles and edges to create a muscular appearance.
When you start the vehicle up, it's actually a progressive lighting sequence to various aspects of the illumination, and also the active grille. That grille will open up and allow more aerodynamics and a different look as the vehicle changes speeds.
The Vision T charging port is located on the passenger side rear quarter panel and features a sliding cover. The battery state of charge is visually indicated externally in a circular light cluster, creating a complete circle when fully charged. And across the hall, VW is presenting the latest in their line of ID concepts. The ID Space Vision looks like a science fiction fusion of a sports car and an SUV. VW have told us that the concept is fully functional and will go up to 300 miles on a single charge. Now, part of the range is due to the Space Vision's aerodynamic shape. VW uses the freedom of an electric car design to optimize the aerodynamics for maximum range. The focus on aerodynamics also influences the design of the vehicle's doors. If you look, there is no door handles to interrupt the airflow. Instead, the Space Vision has these illuminated touch surfaces that light up as the owner approaches the vehicle with a key. There is news inside as well. VW have replaced the traditional driver's gauges and screens with a highly visible augmented reality heads-up display.
On the interior too, it's actually equipped with an apple skin vegan leather. And I think it's something that we as a team are working on to try and see if we can find some very cool recyclable materials on the interior of our cars.
Now, VW executives tell me that the ID Space Vision could go into production as a real vehicle in a couple of years' time, not only in China and in Europe, but also in North America. So fast forward 2 years, we could be reporting from here about a production-ready vehicle.
Coming up, Nissan shows its new Titan. Acura gives you the opportunity to buy a hand-built MDX, and Land Rover shows their new Defender. It's all coming to you as Fox Sports presents the LA Auto Show. Welcome back. Well, this is my 25th year covering the LA Auto Show, and one of my favorite car segments is the small car segment. Why? Well, it's where the rubber hits the road on car value. It's where a couple bucks, one way or another on a monthly payment, can make or break a deal. And the competition, it's fierce. It's not just among the brands. How about, every used car in the marketplace that meets a buyer's needs? So the decision to buy a small car can be daunting, especially if it's for your first time. Well, if this all rings true to you, I'm about to make your decision doubly difficult, as Nissan introduces two new small cars, the all-new Nissan Versa and Sentra. Both feature a sleek new look, reflecting Nissan's latest design language in the signature V-Motion grille, thin LED headlamps, and a floating roofline. The Sentra has an all-new interior designed to be more refined and luxurious for the driver and passengers. Available luxury touches include quilted and heated leather front seats and Nissan's intelligent around-view camera system. But the biggest news is safety. Nissan has standard on the Sentra, Safety Shield 360, and has an option on the Versa.
Safety Shield 360 is a suite of technologies that basically surrounds the driver, not only on the front and rear with automatic emergency braking, but it also includes at our SV and above trims, blind spot warning and rear cross traffic alert.
But safety isn't the only reason to look at these cars.
The fact that this is a brand new car and you get a warranty and a lot of things that are important from a new car perspective, but on top of that, you're getting technologies on this car that you can't even get on a lot of used cars from segments that are much higher.
With all the safety, technology, and dare I say good looks found in the new Versa and the Sentra, the decision to buy a small car may have just got easier.
Nissan have big news in their full-size truck line. They're completely renovating Titan. Now more power, more safety, and more technology, and quite a dramatic new design. The 2020 Titan sticks with its trusted 5.6-liter V8 endurance engine, but it's been retuned to deliver 400 horsepower and is now matched with a new 9-speed automatic transmission. Nissan have made their Safety Shield 360 safety package standard on all Titan trim models. This includes automatic emergency braking with pedestrian detection, blind spot and lane departure warning, automatic high beams, and class-exclusive standard rear automatic braking. Step inside the cab and you'll find the largest standard touchscreen in class at 8 inches with standard Android Auto and Apple CarPlay phone support. The list of luxury features is also very long on Titan. It features the first ever moonroof, which is amongst the largest in the segment. Nissan have also included their NASA-inspired zero-gravity seat design as standard equipment on all trims. The best part of the new Titan is that all these features are backed up by America's best truck warranty. The Titan is covered for 5 years and 100,000 miles bumper to bumper. The 2020 Nissan Titan goes on sale next year. And finally, the brand new Jeep Turbo Eco Diesel has arrived. This brand new Wrangler will get the best fuel economy and the best range of any Wrangler ever. The 3-liter V6 diesel engine is rated at 260 horsepower and 442 pounds-feet of torque, and paired with a new 8-speed automatic transmission. The diesel package will be available on 3 Wrangler trims, Sport, Sahara, and the special off-road Rubicon models. All those Wranglers come with a 2-speed transfer case. Then Jeep included Dana axles front and rear.
The diesel makes phenomenal power. In terms of off-road capability, the off-road enthusiast, and you get the multiplier effect from the 4-to-1 transfer case. That torque multiplier is going to have a huge impact on the off-road capability. With a diesel, you also get phenomenal efficiency. So this will be the most fuel-efficient Jeep Wrangler ever.
Now, Jeep executives tell us that this engine combination was a direct result of customer demand. Jeep buyers wanted the fuel economy and the torque delivered by a diesel engine. The engine is both a 3-liter V6 double overhead cam and a special variable geometry turbocharger. Jeep put the intercooler at the base of the grille out in front of the radiator to maximize the air cooling required to help the engine produce the torque that you need off-roading. And finally, the Jeep Wrangler Eco Diesel has a massive 5.1-liter exhaust fluid tank that only needs to get topped up every time you change the oil, unlike some other brands.
The Acura MDX is the best-selling luxury SUV of all time, with nearly 1 million of them sold. So how do you make it better? Well, you do this. You launch a special edition version. Enter the 2020 Acura MDX PMC. The PMC edition is set to combine the premium luxury features of the MDX Advanced package with the sporty character of the MDX A-Spec. Each MDX PMC edition will be branded with a special serial numbered plaque and painted in this beautiful Valencia red pearl color. This finish is created using nano pigment paint technology formerly reserved for the NSX and the TLX PMC edition. Power comes from Acura's racing-derived 290 horsepower 3.5-liter V6 engine and is paired with a 9-speed automatic transmission. All PMC edition SUVs will have Acura's super handling all-wheel drive technology, which is one of the most capable and sophisticated torque vectoring all-wheel drive systems available today. Inside the MDX PMC, you'll find Milano leather seats with Alcantara inserts and red top stitching. Your hands will rest on the perforated sports steering wheel, and the MDX is the apex of Acura precision and luxury. Just 330 examples of this unique SUV will be hand-built by master technicians at Acura's specialty facility in Marysville, Ohio. The 2020 Volkswagen Atlas Cross Sport is a 5-passenger midsize sport utility vehicle. Now here's what makes it a standout. It's actually its coupe-like design that defines it within the category. Add in some advanced driver features, and this might be a vehicle you want to consider in your garage next. The Atlas Cross Sport is based on the larger 3-row Atlas with seating for 7. With only 2 rows of seats, the Cross Sport is much roomier inside for its passengers. The rear seats have over 40 inches in legroom, and you still get more than 40 cubic feet of cargo space behind the back seat. Outside, the Cross Sport has some distinctive styling cues that set it apart from the basic Atlas.
From the belt line upwards, this car is completely unique. It's got a far more raked windshield, a slightly lower roof line, which also then gives rise to a very fast C-pillar. So you get that beautiful coupe-like style.
The Atlas Cross Sport is available with a whole suite of advanced driver assistance features. Even the base S trim level comes with standard forward collision warning with autonomous braking, blind spot monitoring, and rear traffic alert. Atlas Cross Sport buyers can choose between 2 powertrains, a 276 horsepower V6 and a 235 horsepower turbocharged 4-cylinder. The 2020 Volkswagen Atlas Cross Sport will come in 8 different trim levels. Now, the good news is you have plenty of time to figure out exactly which trim level you want, as it will become available to consumers spring of 2020.
Coming up, Lincoln's Corsair gets plugged in. We show you the Genesis G90 that has more screens than my house. And Nick goes to Tokyo. It's all coming to you as Fox Sports presents the LA Auto Show. Welcome back. Well, here in the Hyundai booth, you're not going to find a super fast sports car. However, they are showing this. It's a racing prototype. It's called the RM19. Here to tell us more about it is Derek Joyce from Hyundai. All right, Derek, so you have this hot prototype here. Tell me, what is it?
RM stands for Racing Midship. And this is really a rolling engineering testbed for Hyundai of all of our high-performance technologies. You may be aware that we brought out the N brand recently, which is our performance brand for Hyundai. We recently won Performance Car of the Year from Road & Track, so it's been quite successful. We're learning all kinds of things about high performance through this vehicle.
This is a rear engine, or at least mid-engine, right? So that's different.
Actually, it's a mid-engine. Midship placement within the wheelbase and rear drive, so very, very high performance. This is what all the top racing cars use.
Is this a glimpse of what's to come from Hyundai?
We are continuing to develop our technologies and performance, and this vehicle is allowing us to test all those advanced technologies.
Is the RM19 something we'll find on any race circuit or on the tracks?
We do have the Veloster and TCR, which is where the engine primarily came from, and the body is very similar to those products that are out racing right now. At this time, we have no plans to bring out the RM19, but we are using it to make all of our vehicles better, especially the N products.
Okay, well there you go, the RM19 from Hyundai. Maybe we'll see a super fast sports car in Hyundai's future.
And at the LA International Auto Show, Lincoln have unveiled their brand new Corsair Grand Touring. This vehicle pushes them forward as an innovative brand, and it's a plug-in hybrid. The Corsair Grand Touring uses a specially engineered 2.5-litre 4-cylinder gas engine and electric motor to drive the front wheels, and another electric motor for the rear wheel to help with traction in all-weather driving. The Corsair Grand Touring can travel up to 25 miles on electricity alone before switching over to the gasoline hybrid engine. The hybrid system is also smart. Lincoln have implemented driving modes to allow the driver to customize their experience. There are standard modes for performance, economy, and bad weather, and then 2 additional modes are oriented towards electric driving. The Preserve EV mode recharges and saves battery power for a later time. There's also a Pure EV mode, designed to keep the driver in all-electric mode as long as possible. Lincoln is a luxury brand, and their executives have told Fox Sports they want the Corsair to be a sanctuary for senses. Lincoln offers optional perfect position seats with 24-way adjustable massage capability and the additional lumbar support for the driver and front passenger. Corsair is also built for flexibility, featuring sliding second row seats that offer up to 6 inches of travel. Now, BMW also getting into the plug-in hybrid market with their X3 xDrive 30e. This is their sports activity vehicle, and it made a debut here at the LA International Auto Show. This is the first ever plug-in hybrid version of BMW's best-selling SUV, so it's a critical release for the brand.
It's a plug-in hybrid, so it has a combustion engine, a 4-cylinder combustion engine, which is SULEV rated. Behind this combustion engine, you have an electric motor. Behind that, you have an 8-speed gearbox. And then you have a battery, of course, to supply energy to the electric motor.
Now, the driver will be able to choose between a fuel economy enhancing hybrid mode or a pure electric mode. BMW confirmed that the X3 plug-in hybrid will offer the same agility, interior space, comfort, and all-weather capability that made the standard X3 a success. The new BMW X3 xDrive 30e will be hitting the United States in early 2020.
Coming to an auto show, it's all about the experience, like this vehicle right here, the Ford GT. You want to look at classics? We've got those here as well. Not to mention vehicles you can actually buy today, like this Ford GT 500. Want to experience the off-road? Take a look at the Ford Raptor. It's also about entertainment as well. You can get behind this interactive display right here to see all things happening behind the wheel of a car. But virtual reality is not just cars that take you around the track. This one puts you in a drag race, and then there's the tracks, both indoor and outdoor. And super cool test rides, and other cool vehicles. But some of the most fun is to see concept cars. Some are just for show, while others tell you what their next car will look like, as automakers take to wild designs. This is literally a modern marvel. This is a full-size Bugatti Chiron, and guess what? It actually is a driver. This thing is covered with Legos from front to rear. It took them so long to build this. We wanted to get the quick scoop on what makes this thing one of the showstoppers.
You are looking at a perfect one-to-one replica of Bugatti Chiron made entirely out of Lego, over 1 million pieces. Took about 10 months to assemble. We wanted to bring some novelty into LA Auto Show. It's not so very often that toy companies make drivable cars, and it's also running on Lego power because the engine is made out of Lego too.
With more than 1 million pieces used to build this Bugatti, there's one thing that isn't Lego, and it's this authentic Bugatti logo. So there's just some of the things to look for at your auto show when it comes to town.
Here in LA, Audi's introducing the e-tron Sportback. It's the latest addition to Audi's growing electric portfolio. The new e-tron carries 402 horsepower in an all-wheel drive driveline and can travel up to 278 miles on a full charge. With dual motors front and rear, the e-tron Sportback also gives its owners computer-controlled all-wheel drive.
This is an electric car that has all of the technology and luxury you'd expect from an Audi. We've got our all-new MMI touch response system with 2 touch screens that give you the haptic feedback that you need to keep your eye on the road while also controlling your car. We've got plenty of room for front and rear seat passengers, as well as a lot of cargo space. There's really no downside to going electric. It's only the upside of the thrilling driving experience.
This 5-passenger SUV has a fastback coupe profile, similar to other Audi Sportback SUVs. Audi's goal is to combine the strong appearance and convenient utility of an SUV with the sporty elegance of a coupe. Another advanced feature, the digital matrix LED headlight system, available for the first time in a production vehicle. This light is broken down into tiny pixels that can be controlled with exceptional precision. The e-tron Sportback will automatically protect oncoming drivers from glare, and it uses reflected light for super accurate lane centering as well. Now, Audi's taking orders for the e-tron Sportback now, with deliveries expected in the spring of 2020. Now, over at Fiat, they're showing their 500X Sport. It's a subcompact crossover SUV, but I just think it's fun. This redesign gives Fiat's American flagship model a new look, with fresh front and rear bodywork and color-matched side moldings. The 2020 500X Sport is all-wheel drive and will be available in 5 strong colors, including the brand new Roventa Red. An optional black roof adds to this crossover sporty look. On the inside, the 500X Sport centers around new sport seats and a new techno leather steering wheel, but the entire interior view has been upgraded. Now, the 500X Sport is more than a leather and paint package. It also features a 1.3-liter turbocharged engine that puts out 177 horsepower and 210 pound-feet of torque. Coming up, Alfa Romeo shows us a hot new Italian, Genesis shows us some new tech, and Porsche goes all in on electric. It's all coming to you as Fox Sports presents the LA Auto Show. And welcome back. Well, Italian car lovers will be happy to know that Alfa Romeo has upgraded the interior on its Stelvio and Giulia. The new interior enhances every touch point in the vehicle, focusing on an all-new center console and a leather-wrapped shifter. The steering wheel has also been updated to feature Alfa's signature wheel-mounted push-button engine start. On the tech side, a new 8.8-inch touchscreen, wireless charging, and a new driver configurable interface. But the big news for Alfa Romeo is this. It's the Tonale concept. It's a plug-in hybrid. Here to tell us more about it is Bob Broderdorf from Alfa Romeo. All right, Bob, tell me about this concept.
Feature here today is the Alfa Romeo Tonale concept, a small compact SUV, a modern interpretation of Alfa Romeo with its traditional trilobo design up front, which we've been using for the last 75 years, and that seductive styling down the sides that truly make it Alfa Romeo.
Okay, but this is a plug-in hybrid.
The Tonale is going to feature a performance-oriented plug-in hybrid technology that adds a motor to the rear wheels and delivers increased performance as the driver needs it.
Let's talk about the interior. It's kind of wild.
Yeah, the interior features actually a 12-inch digital display as well as a 10-inch touchscreen and really some incredible seating and customer touch points and amenities that people expect in the premium space.
Well, it's a beautiful execution. I can't wait to see the Tonale concept when it becomes real on the road.
It's all about luxury here in the Genesis booth at the LA Auto Show. Now, before I reveal the entire exterior of this vehicle, I want to show you the interior. This is actual real wood, and this is meant to be an executive type vehicle where you have plenty of space in the rear. You can control everything from the center console, and of course, you've got these beautiful displays. Now, as I make my way outside the Genesis G90, they've made the exterior more beautiful with different looks and feel. These wheels are something I really want you to pay attention to because there is no other car on the show floor that has wheels like this. Of course, we have to talk about what's under the hood as well. You've got a 5-liter V8 pushing out a ton of horsepower. As you just look at the size of this, it's a very long wheelbase, and as you make your way around the front, they've really captivated the consumer with this front grille. It's really kind of one of those grills that says, hey, get out of my way because I'm coming through.
Everything but the roof and the doors have been changed from a body panel perspective. Our idea of athletic elegance is really being pronounced, and it really gives us the opportunity to show where our design is going in the future.
And the best part about the all-new 2020 Genesis G90 is that it's actually available in dealerships nationwide right now. Located right here in the Central Hall at the Auto Show is the Karma Automotive booth. Now, Karma is the only company in Southern California actually manufacturing their vehicles here. This is the Rivero, and that GT is already in production. You can personalize and customize your vehicle. Pick your paint and pick your leather. But their big news is the GTS right here. Let's get right to it. 536 horsepower, a 0 to 60 in 3.9 seconds. You ready for the price? Just under $150,000.
Now, if any modern vehicle company can own the invention of the SUV, it's Land Rover. This is the brand new Defender, as used in the new James Bond movie, No Time to Die, and it still has the Russian number plate on it from the movie. The all-new 2020 Defender will be available as a 2-door or 4-door SUV with the same classic shape of the original, but updated with the luxury you expect from Land Rover. The interior is designed to be functional, made with durable fabric and open-grain wood trim. The SUV is Spartan, yet comfortable as a true off-road vehicle. Another example of functional design is the roof of the brand new Defender. It will actually take a load of 370 pounds. That is 37 well-fed cats, or as Sean Connery would say, 3 Miss Moneypennies. The Land Rover is a serious off-road machine. It's powered by Land Rover's Ignium 2-liter turbo engine plus an optional mild hybrid system, electric adjustable air suspension, dual-range gears, and an active locking rear differential. Let the Defender scramble over any terrain. This week, Mercedes-Benz got into brand new territory, releasing their all-electric SUV, the EQC. Eventually, this line will have 10 models in it. The EQC will seat 5 passengers and include all of Mercedes' usual luxury touches like a 10.25-inch display and voice-activated infotainment and internet services. The EQC features electric motors at the rear and front of the SUV, giving the vehicle completely computer-controlled all-wheel drive. But the selling point of the EQC is its performance. This SUV can go more than 200 miles on a full charge, and the EQC buyer will enjoy 402 horsepower and 561 pounds-feet of torque. With all that, the EQC will run 0 to 60 in just 4.8 seconds. If you've been thinking about going to an electric car, there's never been a better time to do it than now.
Coming up, we send Nick to Tokyo to find his mobility zen. I get a lesson in hydrogen fuel cells. And Mike shows us some affordable sports cars. It's all coming to you as Fox Sports presents the LA Auto Show. Welcome back. Well, this is Toyota's second generation Mirai. It's a hydrogen fuel cell vehicle. Don't know what that is? Well, you're not alone. Okay, a quick science lesson. Hydrogen is the most common element in the universe. But on Earth, we find hydrogen mostly in the form of water, so pure hydrogen is rare.
So a fuel cell is an electrochemical device, which is a fancy way of saying we're not combusting any hydrogen in the fuel cell. All we're doing is allowing the conditions for hydrogen and oxygen to create water, and a byproduct of that creation is electricity that drives the vehicle.
Now, Toyota has redesigned the 2020 Mirai to provide more room, more comfort, and more range from its hydrogen generator. Toyota thinks the new Mirai will go 30% further than the first generation, or about 400 miles on a tank. Now currently, hydrogen fuel cell stations are only available in California and Hawaii. However, they're expected to open some in the Northeast. But Toyota believes that someday hydrogen fuel cell vehicles will be as popular as hybrids on the road. Now from California, we're going to take you to Tokyo, where Nick is going to show you the future of mobility.
We're less than a year away from the 2020 Tokyo Olympics, and here are some of the vehicles that you'll see in this Olympic stadium behind me. Toyota let us see and drive some of the vehicles that will be used in the Olympics next year. The iRoad will be used by the security services to respond and patrol the Olympics. All right, my first time driving this little iRoad, and I have to tell you, it's kind of weird because I can see it from watching it go around corners. It leans all the way when you go around a corner just because of the way it's designed. Now, this will do about 30 miles on a single charge, but it's kind of interesting how it leans into the corners. It's a little bit like a fairground ride, and you'll see them pursuing the bad guys at the Olympics in this vehicle, which is kind of cool. The head of Toyota, Akio Toyota, introduced another form of transportation. Toyota will have 20 of its e-pallets fully autonomously transporting athletes and staff to the events. So want to see what a fully level 4 autonomous vehicle looks like? This is the Toyota LQ. Take a look at this. It will actually be deployed for the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. It has UE, which is their AI system that can interact with you and understand and learn what you need as a driver. Lexus are showing their very first motor inside a car wheel. The new Lexus Lf30 electrified. This all-electric concept could well go into production in the next 10 years with a top speed of 124 miles an hour, gull-wing doors, autonomous driving mode, and a futuristic hover drone that can carry your luggage or groceries to and from the car in a follow-me kind of mode. One of the most important things here is this. It's the wheel, and this is where one of the 4 motors is housed. Plus this fender up front here. It's actually a light housing and a fender at the same time. The 4 in-wheel motors will output 536 horsepower, reaching 60 miles an hour in just 3.8 seconds. It is likely to be able to travel over 300 miles on a single charge. Now you'll have to wait until the Tokyo Olympics to see many of these vehicles on the road.
Porsche brought its electrified sports sedan here to the LA Auto Show. It's the Porsche Ty Con. Well, they wanted to not only make a debut, they wanted to bring the highest performance version. It's this one right here, the 2020 Porsche Ty Con 4S. The Ty Con is Porsche's biggest news this year, and this is one of the most powerful production cars in Porsche's product lineup. The flagship Ty Con Turbo S can generate up to 750 horsepower in what Porsche calls overboost mode. When you engage the launch control, this car accelerates from 0 to 62 in 2.8 seconds and has a top speed of 155 miles per hour. The Turbo S has a range of up to 256 miles. If you're looking for a 4-door electrified supercar, this is it right here. You've got your choice too. You've got the Turbo and the Turbo 4S. This is the Mini John Cooper Works GP. Now you think about video games that kids play and adults like me play, like the game Forza. They get their inspiration from cool vehicles like this. Now this is a rear spoiler, and to be honest, I have never seen a spoiler quite like this. And then as you wipe your way up the side of this vehicle, look at this diffuser. The air comes right up over the side and slides down. You can fit your fingers in here. Even this front spoiler right here.
John Cooper was famous for putting big engines into small cars. This one has 301 horsepower, super distinctive styling to it. There's only one option. That option is to delete air conditioning. If you want to go to the track, you don't want that added weight, we'll take it out for you.
Now Mini only plans to make 3,000 of this special edition model, so you better get your reservations in early because they're going to go fast.
And I'm joined by Nick Miles and Mike Caudill. Guys, a lot of electrics. I think Ford was here to make a statement. What do you think, Mike?
There's no question that the new Mustang Mach Ii is setting a new precedent for the direction Ford Motor Company is going. Does it look like a Mustang? Well, a little bit, but they're definitely going to hit with all cylinders, pun intended, of course, it being electric, when this vehicle hits the road next year.
Impressive with the performance, right? This is an electric car, and it competes with Teslas.
I think the biggest competition with Tesla is definitely the price. They still have the tax credits. Tesla's tax credits already expired, which means there's $7,500 federal for this vehicle. This vehicle is well priced for not just those people who are rich environmentalists, but those people who really want to make a difference.
I think it's going to do very well. All right, another electric, Toyota's RAV4 Prime.
450,000 RAV4s go out showroom doors every year. It's one of the best-selling vehicles in the world. This just adds a little more on top. I think you're actually going to see plug-in hybrids being the main vehicle and gas and hybrids being secondary in the future.
That's certainly where Toyota's going. But Hyundai, they extended their range on the Ioniq, right?
Yeah, they went from 134 miles of range up to 170 miles of range, and the charging time of that vehicle is also something that's really impressive. You can charge it up to 80% in less than an hour, so they're really looking to shake some things up.
And on the Genesis side, the G90.
Yeah, I look at the G90 and I think a couple of things. First of all, everybody's been complaining about BMW's grills getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Whoa! Wait until you see the G90. This thing is huge, and the grill goes all the way down to the valance at the bottom of the car. That's the first thing. The other thing is you can see what an influence China is having on these vehicles now. This doesn't stop at just the basic luxury features. It has every box ticked.
Okay, then Lexus Lc 500.
I mean, you want to talk about electric vehicles. They went with a 5-liter V8 under the hood, pushing out 471 horsepower. And it's a convertible. That convertible top drops in 15 seconds. That L, to me, always means refined luxury. And that's what you're getting with the Lc 500.
And then we have Acura. They have their PMC MDX.
Yeah, so this is interesting. This vehicle is really a collector's item. It's made in the same factory as the NSX. They're only making 330 of them. This is hand-built. But what's really interesting is how they got this paint color within nano paint technology. I, first of all, struggled to understand why they were doing the vehicle when I looked at it on paper. When you see it in real life, you get it. And it's one of those vehicles with the black door handles and the black wheels. Suddenly, I understand why they're doing it.
Okay, finally, a quick word on the Type S.
Oh, yeah, so the Type S, I mean, I think what they're doing at Acura is pretty incredible. It's low, it's wide to the ground, it's muscular and sporty, it's got LED lights. Just when you look at it, it's something that sets that brand apart with these vehicles.
Well, guys, that's all the time we have for Nick Miles and Mike Caudill. I'm Tor Dietrich. For these cars and more, be sure and visit ourautoexpert.com. That's it for today. We'll see you on the road.